My name is Ethan Cole, and I swear I never thought my life would crack open on a quiet morning like this, I said as I stared across the table at my wife. Mia didn't even look up from the stack of papers she was signing. Are you really not going to talk to me? I asked. She chuckled like it was all one big joke. Talk about what? She said. I already made up my mind. Made up your mind to do what? Tear our family apart. She slid the papers toward me and leaned back. It's divorce, Ethan. Sign it. Let's not drag this out. My throat tightened. Mia, what? What did I do? She smirked and tapped her pen. Maybe you didn't do enough. Or maybe the baby isn't even yours. What? I felt my stomach drop. What are you saying? She shrugged. I'm saying you're not man enough for me anymore. I pushed the chair back. Mia, stop. We can fix this. Just tell me what's wrong. She laughed, sharp, cold, and nothing like the woman I married. Fix? Ethan, please. You're embarrassing yourself. Before I could speak again, the front door opened and Liam walked in like he owned the house. You done with him? Liam said, glaring at me. Almost, Mia said. He's still pretending to be confused. I stood up. Liam, stay out of this. He smirked. What will you do if I don't? Cry like always? Why are you even here? I asked. Mia answered for him. He's here to support me. Someone has to. I looked at her belly, then at her eyes. You can't do this to us. She sighed. Ethan, I don't love you anymore. It's simple. No, I whispered. It's not simple. We built a life. I built a life, she corrected. You were just there. My hand shook. Mia, please. Don't do this to our child. She rolled her eyes. Stop acting like you're the father. So it's true? I asked. You've been with someone else? Liam stepped closer. You don't get to question her. I felt my chest tighten. I'm not questioning. I'm begging. Mia pushed a pen toward me. Just sign, Ethan. Free me. Free you from what? I asked. From loving me? She shook her head. From settling. Liam snorted. Man, look at you. Pathetic. I slammed my hand on the table. Shut up, Liam. He laughed. Or what? Mia waved him off. Liam, stop. He's already broken. I felt something inside me snap. Mia, I loved you. She didn't even blink. And I stopped loving you. People change. I stared at the divorce papers, blurry through my tears. This is really what you want? I asked. Yes, she said without hesitation. Liam folded his arms. Hurry up. We have places to be. I picked up the pen with shaking fingers. If I sign this, I whispered, there's no going back. Exactly, Mia said. That's the point. My heart felt like it was splitting open. Liam clapped once. Sign it, hero. I looked at Mia one last time. Tell me the truth, was any of it real? She smiled. Real enough to get me where I needed to be. My fingers tightened around the pen. Fine, I whispered. If this is what you want. I signed the papers slowly, each stroke cutting deeper than the last. When I put the pen down, the room felt smaller, like the air itself was pushing me out. Good, Mia said as she grabbed the papers. Now we can all move on. Liam opened the door for her. Let's go, sis. We've wasted enough time on him. She walked past me without a single glance, but I heard her whisper, this is better for both of us. Liam paused beside me and leaned close. You never deserved her anyway. I didn't answer. I couldn't. My voice felt locked somewhere deep inside my chest. When the door shut behind them, the silence hit me harder than their words. I stared at the empty hallway and whispered, what did I do to deserve this? No answer came. Just the sound of my own heart breaking. I stood alone in the silence. I still don't get it, I told Daniel as we sat on the small bench outside the cafe. One day she loved me and the next she was laughing while handing me divorce papers. Daniel leaned forward. Ethan, I didn't want to say anything before, but people have been talking. My chest tightened. Talking about what? He sighed. About Mia. About her meeting someone behind your back. I shook my head. No, Mia wouldn't do that. She was just stressed from the pregnancy. Daniel looked at me with sad eyes. Then why did she stop coming home early? Why did she start hiding her phone? Why did she tell people she felt trapped? My stomach twisted. Who told you that? 2 co-workers heard her say it at a bar last week, he said quietly. I stared at the pavement. I thought she was happy. I thought we were happy. Daniel placed a hand on my shoulder. Ethan, you need to ask her directly. I swallowed the fear growing inside me. Yeah, I will. When I reached home, Mia was standing in the living room, brushing her hair like nothing had happened. "Mia," I said, trying to steady my voice, "can we talk?" She didn't even look up. "What now, Ethan? I want to know why you changed. Why you pushed me away." She sighed loudly. "Not this again." "Mia, just tell me the truth," I said. "Were you seeing someone else?" She turned to me with a cold smirk. "Look at you. Still clinging to your little fantasies." "That's not an answer," I said. She walked closer, her voice sharp. "Fine. I want more than this boring life. I want a man with real ambition, not someone who's happy living small." My heart stung. "Small? I worked every day to give us a good life." She laughed. "A good life? Ethan, your dreams are tiny. I want something bigger. Someone bigger." I felt my breath catch. "So you left me for someone else?" "Maybe," she said, tilting her head. "Or maybe I just woke up." I clenched my fist. "And the baby? Was that just part of the plan too?" She waved her hand. "Don't be dramatic. Mia, I deserve the truth." She stared at me, bored. "You deserve to stop bothering me." Her words sliced deeper than any knife. Before I could reply, her phone rang. She glanced at the screen and her face shifted, just for a second. "I need to take this," she said, stepping into the hallway. I stayed still, but her voice slipped through the thin walls. "Yeah, Liam, I told him," she whispered. "He's still clueless." "Yes, don't worry, we'll get everything." My breath froze. "Get everything?" I moved closer, heart pounding. "Yes, I'm sure," she continued. "Once the papers go through, he won't have anything left to fight with. Jason already said he'll handle the rest." Jason. The name hit me like a punch. Who was Jason? Why was he involved in my marriage? Why was Mia plotting with Liam? My head spun. When she came out, she froze when she saw me. "How much did you hear?" she snapped. "Enough," I said. "Who is Jason? Why are you planning something with Liam?" She crossed her arms. "None of your business anymore." "It is my business," I shouted. "You're still my wife. This is my life you're talking about." She rolled her eyes. "You're so loud for someone who's already lost." Lost. That word pressed against my chest. "Mia, please," I said, voice breaking. "Just tell me what's going on. I can't breathe not knowing." She stepped past me. "Maybe that's your problem. You care too much. And you don't care at all?" "No," she said simply. I grabbed the back of the couch to steady myself. "Is this all a game to you?" She shrugged. "Life is a game. Some of us win. Some of us don't." "And Jason?" She smirked. "You'll find out soon enough." "Mia, you're scaring me," I whispered. "Good," she said. "Maybe fear will finally make you understand your place." She walked away, but her final words stayed stuck in my mind like poison. Jason. Liam. Taking everything. The pieces were starting to form a picture. But I prayed I was wrong. Because if I wasn't, the woman I loved was planning to destroy me. I kept telling myself I wouldn't do it, but when Mia grabbed her purse and slipped out the door without a word, something inside me snapped. "I need to know," I whispered to myself as I followed her from a distance. She walked fast, like she had somewhere important to be, somewhere she didn't want me to know about. My heart pounded as she turned toward the city's business district. "Where are you going at this hour, Mia?" I muttered. She entered a tall glass building through a side door. I slipped in after her and hid behind a pillar on the second floor, leaning just enough to see her. She wasn't alone. A man waited for her, expensive suit, sharp jawline, cold eyes. Jason. I knew it was him before he even spoke. "Mia," he said with a casual smile. "Finally?" She walked straight into his arms. My throat burned. "I had to deal with Ethan again," Mia said. "He keeps asking questions. He's so annoying." Jason scoffed. "Let him ask. Soon he won't matter." I gripped the pillar tighter. "Not matter?" Mia sat on the edge of a sleek glass table. "So, everything is ready?" "Almost," Jason said. "But I need your signature and your help with his shares. We need full control before the merger." "I told you," Mia said confidently, "I'll take all his company shares in the divorce. He's too soft to fight back." Hearing that felt like being stabbed. "Mia, you want my entire life?" Jason stepped closer to her. "Good. Once your part is done, we can move forward. But let's be clear." He tilted her chin up. "I want his company, not the baby." My heart stopped. Mia laughed. Actually laughed. "Relax. I'm not keeping it. I just have to use it until we get everything signed. After that, well, problems can be handled." "Handled?" Jason asked. She waved her hand. You know what I mean. I pressed my back against the pillar, shaking. Get rid of it. Get rid of the baby she told me was mine. I covered my mouth, afraid I would scream. Jason smirked. You're colder than I expected. Mia grinned back. Cold gets things done. And what about Ethan? He asked. She rolled her eyes. He's weak. He'll sign whatever I put in front of him. He cares too much. Men like him always break easy. Something inside me cracked, but it wasn't the same pain as before. It was sharper, hotter, angrier. Jason walked to a small bar in the corner and poured himself a drink. You're sure he won't fight you on the shares? He won't, Mia said confidently. He still thinks I might come back. He's pathetic. Jason chuckled. I almost feel bad for him. Don't, Mia replied. He's holding me back. Her words sliced into me. Was I really nothing to her? All those nights we held each other, the dreams, the plans, the promises, were they all lies? Just then, a woman with red hair walked in holding a tablet. Jason, she said softly, your next meeting is in 10 minutes. Jason nodded. Thanks, Rose. Mia frowned. Who's she? Jason smirked. My assistant. Rose glanced between them awkwardly. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. It's fine, Jason said before turning back to Mia. Finish your part. Then we're done with him. I couldn't listen anymore. My legs almost gave out as I stumbled down the hallway and out the side door. The cold air hit my face, but it couldn't cool the fire growing inside me. I leaned against the wall, grabbing my hair as the truth crushed me from all sides. She planned everything, I whispered. She used me. She lied about the baby. She wants my company. Tears blurred my vision, but rage burned through them. She laughed about destroying me. I sank to the ground, choking on the mix of heartbreak and fury swirling inside my chest. The woman I loved was gone. Maybe she never existed. But as I sat there, shaking in the shadows, one thought rose through the pain like a spark in dry grass. If she wants to destroy me, then she'll see how hard I can fight back. When I walked into my company the next morning, I felt eyes on me, cold, judging eyes. I approached the front desk. Morning, Sarah. She didn't meet my gaze. Mr. Cole. Mia and Liam are waiting in the conference room. My stomach dropped. Why? They said it's urgent, she whispered. I pushed open the conference room door and froze. Mia sat at the head of the table like she owned the place. Liam leaned back with his feet up, flipping through a file. What is this? I asked. Mia smiled. Good, you're finally here. We need to talk about your performance issues. My what? Liam tossed the file toward me. Your instability. Your poor decisions. Your emotional collapse. I scanned the papers. Fake reports. False signatures. Twisted numbers. This is all forged, I said. You both know that. Mia sighed. Ethan, you need help. You can't run a company in your condition. My condition? I scoffed. You caused my condition. Liam grinned. See? He's yelling again. Unstable. I slammed the file on the table. This is my company. Stop this nonsense. Mia stood. Your company? Ethan, you barely kept this place alive. I'm saving it. By destroying me? I asked. She shrugged. Sometimes things break before they can grow. Everyone, please take your seats, a new voice said. I turned and my blood went cold. Jason walked in. He actually walked into my company like he belonged there. What are you doing here? I asked. He smirked. I heard there were concerns about leadership. I'm here to help stabilize things. I clenched my fist. You have no authority here. He lifted a folder. Actually, I've been reviewing your recent decisions. Investors are worried. Investors? I repeated. Or just you? Mia touched Jason's arm. He's here to support the transition. Transition? I asked. What transition? Liam crossed his arms. The transition where you step down. My chest tightened. You can't force me out. I'm the founder. Jason sighed. Ethan, don't make this harder. Sell your shares. Let the company move forward. I shook my head. This is all planned. Every bit of it. Mia rolled her eyes. Paranoia. Another sign you're unfit. You planned this for months, I said, voice shaking. The lies. The meetings. The documents. All of it. Liam laughed. Finally catching up, genius? I turned to the employees sitting uncomfortably at the table. Please, I said, you all know me. You know I would never do the things written in these reports. They stared down at their hands. Jason cleared his throat. They're afraid, Ethan. You've been unstable. They need new leadership. Leadership like you? I asked bitterly. He smiled. Exactly. Mia stepped closer. Ethan, stop fighting. Sign the papers. Sell your shares. Move on with your life. I stared at her. You're not even pretending to care anymore. She shrugged. I don't have to. I grabbed the forged documents and threw them back on the table. This is fraud, I said. I'll expose all of you. Jason chuckled. With what evidence? Everyone here already thinks you're losing it. One employee muttered, maybe it's best if you rest, sir. Another nodded. We just want what's best for the company. I laughed bitterly. What's best? Or what they made you believe? Mia gave me a pitying smile. Let it go, Ethan. You've already lost. Her words dug into me like thorns. Liam added, just sell. Take whatever you can before it all collapses. I felt the room closing in, betrayal on every side. I whispered, I built this place with everything I had. Jason leaned closer. And now I'll take it with half the effort. My anger burned hot, but beneath it was something darker. Fear, disbelief, and the first taste of revenge. I stepped back from the table. This isn't over, I said quietly. Mia laughed. Ethan, it's already over. But as I walked out, fists shaking, a voice inside me whispered back. Not yet. I can't believe this is happening, I muttered as the security guards dragged me out of the building I built from nothing. Let go of me. This is my company. Mia stepped out behind them, arms crossed, voice sharp. No, it's not. Not anymore. I stared at her. You did this. You actually did this. Stop acting like a victim, she said, adjusting her blazer like a queen claiming a throne. You were in the way. Now you're out. Liam stepped forward. You heard her. Leave before I make you leave. I felt my throat tighten. You were my friend. He smirked. Yeah, well, friendship doesn't pay as well as Mia does. I wanted to scream, fight, something, but his fist hit my jaw before I even raised a hand. I fell to the pavement, hearing laughter I once trusted. Worthless, Liam spat. Stay down. Mia didn't even look at me when she walked back inside. She didn't have to. Her silence hurt more than the punch. Hours later, I stood in front of Mrs. Green's dusty rental room. It's small, she warned. Small is fine, I said, forcing a smile I didn't feel. She opened the door. Bathroom leaks sometimes. Don't worry, I'll get it fixed, eventually. I nodded, stepping inside the tiny room that now represented my entire life. Thank you, I whispered. Later, Daniel called. Where are you? I heard what happened. Don't, I said. I don't want anyone seeing me like this. You're not alone, he insisted. I am, I said quietly. And it's better that way. I hung up before he could argue. Shame wraps tighter than chains. That night, I sat on the creaky bed eating cold noodles when my phone buzzed with a notification. A headline. Me and Jason. Engaged. My hands shook. No, she wouldn't. But she would. And she had. She stood next to him in the photo, smiling like she hadn't just burned my life to ashes. Jason's hand rested on her stomach. The caption said the baby was his. I felt something inside me collapse. Everything, every dream, every promise, died in one sharp breath. I dropped the phone. Why? I whispered. Why wasn't I enough? No answer came. Just silence, heavy and suffocating. But in that darkness, something flickered, small, wild, stubborn. I clenched my jaw. I'll rise again, I whispered. No matter what it takes. I lay back on the thin mattress, listening to the distant traffic outside the window. They think I'm finished, I said to the ceiling. They really believe I'll stay down. My voice cracked, but I kept talking as if the darkness needed to hear me. Mia played me. Jason used me. Liam enjoyed tearing me apart. I wiped my face with the back of my hand. But they don't know me anymore. They don't know what they created tonight. The room felt smaller, but oddly my resolve felt bigger. You took everything, I whispered, imagining Mia's triumphant smile. Now I have nothing left to lose. I sat up again, fists trembling. One day you'll regret this. One day you'll wish you never met me. My breath steadied, even though tears still blurred my vision. I'm not done. This fall isn't the end. I grabbed my phone again, staring at the cracked screen, the photo of their engagement still glowing. You took my world, I said. But you forgot what happens when a man has nothing left. I exhaled slowly, feeling a new fire rise in my chest. This is where I rebuild, I whispered. This is where I change everything. I felt unstoppable at last. I'm not letting you rot in that room, Daniel said the next morning as he stepped inside without knocking. Get dressed. Someone wants to meet you. No, I muttered. I'm not ready to see anyone. He folded his arms. You don't get to quit on yourself. Not after everything they did. I sighed. Who is it? Victor Hale. I blinked. The Victor Hale? Titan Industries. Yeah, Daniel said. He heard about what me and Jason pulled. He's interested. In my misery? In your potential, he replied. Now move. I followed him reluctantly. In the car, Daniel kept glancing my way. You look like hell, he said. Thanks, I mumbled. I'm serious. Whatever Victor says, don't downplay yourself. I lost everything, I muttered. He shook his head. You got betrayed. That's different. When we arrived at Victor's skyscraper, I felt underdressed and overwhelmed. Inside, a woman with sharp eyes approached us. You must be the guest, she said. I'm Emily, Mr. Hale's secretary. He's waiting. Her tone was calm but carried a warning. Victor wasn't someone to waste time. She led us to a massive office where Victor Hale sat by the window, suit immaculate, presence dangerous in its stillness. He didn't look up immediately. Sit, he said. I sat. Daniel didn't. I assumed that meant something. Finally, Victor looked at me. I've heard a lot about you. Mostly bad, I'm sure, I said. He raised a brow. If it were bad, you wouldn't be here. I swallowed. Then why am I here? He leaned back. Tell me what happened. All of it. I hesitated. It's a long story. I have time, he said. So I talked. I told him about Mia, Liam, Jason. The forged documents. The staged instability. The public humiliation. The engagement announcement. Every detail spilled out, raw and humiliating. Victor didn't interrupt once. When I finished, he steepled his fingers. You were targeted carefully. I know, I whispered. And you fell because you trusted the wrong people. I nodded. I did. He exhaled slowly. Do you want revenge? The question hit me like a jolt. I want justice. Justice is slow, he said. Revenge is efficient. Daniel stepped forward. Victor. No, Victor said sharply. He needs to decide this himself. I looked at my hands. I want my life back. Victor nodded. Then work for me. I stared at him. Work for you? You built something once. You can build again. I don't invest in failures. Emily entered quietly with a folder and placed it before him. Victor tapped it. Your old company had potential. You had potential. Betrayal doesn't erase skill. I felt something stir inside me, hope or fear, I wasn't sure. What do you want from me? Loyalty, he said. Discipline. Effort. And honesty. I can give you that, I said. Good, he replied. Because I don't tolerate weakness. I won't be weak again, I murmured. He nodded, satisfied. Emily will handle your onboarding. You start tomorrow. As we stood to leave, Victor said, one more thing. I turned. Yes. Jason is dirty, he said. I've been tracking him for months. Corrupt officials, illegal land deals, backdoor investors. He's not just your enemy. He's an opportunity. My breath caught. Opportunity for what? For leverage, Victor said. For power. For answers. Daniel stared at him. You're getting him involved in that? He was already involved, Victor replied. He just didn't know it. I swallowed hard. Why tell me this? Victor's smile was cold. Because you'll need ammunition if you want to win. On the ride back, Daniel kept looking at me. What's going on in your head? I don't know, I whispered. Do you trust him? No, I said. But he believes in me. That's more than anyone else has offered. Daniel nodded. So what now? I looked out the window at the city lights. Now I rebuild. Back in my tiny room, I sat on the bed and replayed Victor's words. Revenge is efficient. The idea scared me. But the fire inside me grew hotter. I'm not done, I whispered to the darkness. They took my world. Now I'll take back everything. A plan wasn't clear yet, but for the first time since my fall, I felt the ground beneath me steadier, stronger. Victor had given me knowledge, leverage, direction. And with that, my rise truly began. I can't believe how far you've come, Daniel said as we stepped out of Victor's office one evening. You're actually smiling again. I'm not smiling, I replied, though I could feel the corner of my mouth betraying me. I'm just breathing easier. You rebuilt faster than anyone expected. I didn't have a choice. He grinned. Victor says your new project may beat Jason's entire quarter performance. I hope it crushes it, I muttered. You will, he said. You're not the same guy who fell apart in that room. I nodded but didn't respond, because he was right. I wasn't him anymore. Weeks passed, then months. I buried myself in work. Victor pushed me hard, but his pressure sharpened me. Emily guided me through every corporate maze with quiet precision. My confidence grew. My strategy sharpened. My voice strengthened. One morning, Victor stopped by my desk. You're making waves. I'm trying, I said. You're succeeding, he corrected. Keep it up. Jason is slipping. Slipping how? He smirked. You know how men like him are. Too much ego. Too little discipline. I didn't ask for details. I didn't need to. The rumors came to me anyway. Jason was cheating on Mia. Openly, unapologetically, stupidly. He was seen leaving clubs with models, posting pictures with influencers, making late-night appearances with women who weren't his fiancée. Daniel burst into my office one afternoon. Have you heard the latest? No, I said. But your face tells me it's entertaining. Oh, it is, he said, dropping into the chair. Jason walked into a charity gala with someone else on his arm. Mia wasn't even invited. I leaned back. Already? They didn't last long. They lasted barely 3 months. What about Liam? I asked. Daniel's grin widened. Arrested. My brows lifted. For what? Fraud. Someone tipped off the authorities. Documents, bank trails, everything. I stayed still. Someone. He raised a brow. Victor. Victor doesn't waste effort unless it benefits him, I murmured. Daniel laughed. Well, it benefits you too. I didn't ask for it. You didn't have to. Karma's just working overtime. I didn't answer, but inside, a quiet satisfaction settled. More reports followed. Mia showing up alone at events, avoiding cameras, canceling appointments. Her glow disappeared. Her confidence cracked. Her smile faded. She began hiding. And then one afternoon I saw her. I had stopped at a small cafe near the office, just wanting 10 minutes of peace. I ordered my coffee and waited. When I turned, I froze. Mia was sitting in the corner. She looked nothing like the woman who mocked me at the dining table. Her hair was unstyled, her eyes swollen, her posture fragile. She stared at her cup as if it contained all her regrets. Her head lifted. Her eyes widened at the sight of me. She stood immediately. Ethan? I didn't respond. She stepped closer. Please, can we talk? I kept my face flat. There's nothing to talk about. Her lips trembled. I didn't know you came here. Does it matter? She swallowed. I heard you're doing well. You heard right. And Victor hired you. He did. She hesitated. That's good. I nodded once. For me, yes. Her voice broke. Ethan, I never meant. I lifted a hand. Don't. She froze. I took a step toward the door. Whatever happens in your life now has nothing to do with me. Please, she whispered. I'm not okay. That's not my problem anymore. She looked like she wanted to reach for me but didn't dare. I'm sorry. The words hung in the air, weak, late, useless. I met her eyes one last time. Goodbye, Mia. Then I walked out. Daniel called me later. You okay? I'm fine, I said. You sound cold. I am cold. He sighed. You don't have to shut your heart forever. I'm not shutting it, I replied. I'm protecting it. Silence. Then he said, so, what now? I stared out my window, watching the city pulse with opportunity and danger. Now, I murmured, I wait. And when the time comes, I strike. Because karma had begun its work. And revenge was getting close. Victor walked into my office early in the morning with a folder in his hand. It's time. I looked up. You found enough? More than enough, he said. Jason won't survive this. Show me. He opened the folder. Illegal transfers. Bribes. Fake invoices. Offshore accounts. Every dirty move he made. I exhaled slowly. You're sure it will stick? He smirked. I sent the files to the right people an hour ago. His assets should be frozen, now. As if on cue, Emily rushed in. Sir, the news just hit. Reporters are outside Jason's company. Everything is collapsing. Victor glanced at me. Ready to watch? I stood. I've been ready for a long time. We went to the conference room. Emily turned on the screen. Reporters shouted around Jason as he pushed through the crowd. Mr. King, is it true your accounts were frozen? Are you involved in fraud? Do you have connections with corrupted officials? Jason looked pale, furious, cornered. No comment. Victor chuckled. A man like him only knows how to run. I leaned forward. What about my old company? Emily checked her tablet. He tried to sell it this morning, but no buyer wants a company tied to a legal scandal. Victor added, in other words, he loses everything he tried to steal from you. Good, I said quietly. A heavy silence settled before Victor asked, how do you feel? I don't know, I admitted. Like I waited so long for this moment, but it still feels unreal. He nodded once. Get used to winning. Hours later, as I was finishing some documents, Emily called through the intercom. Ethan, Mia is here. My chest tightened. Tell her to leave. She says she won't go. I closed my eyes. Fine. Send her in. The door opened slowly. Mia stepped in. Or rather, what was left of her. Her eyes were swollen. Her clothes wrinkled. Her hands shaking. She looked like she hadn't slept in days. Ethan, she whispered. What do you want? She flinched at my tone. I didn't know where else to go. That's not my problem. She moved closer, voice cracking. Jason left me. I stared at her blankly. Of course he did. He told me I ruined his life, she cried. He said the baby isn't his. He walked out. I said nothing. She wiped her tears. Please help me. I'm pregnant. I have nowhere to stay. I don't know what to do. A mix of emotions surged inside me. Rage, pity, disgust, sadness, memories I wished I could erase. I forced my voice steady. You made your choice, Mia. I made a mistake, she sobbed. A huge mistake. I should have stayed with you. You were good to me. You tried so hard to give me everything. I was stupid. Blind. Please, just talk to me. I stood up, keeping distance. Talk about what? How you laughed while filing divorce papers. How you and your brother tried to destroy my career. How you planned to take my company shares and run to Jason. She shook her head frantically. I was wrong. I was selfish. I was scared. No, I said sharply. You were greedy. You wanted more than what we had. And when you found someone richer, you threw me away. She fell to her knees. The sound of it echoed painfully. Ethan, please. I'm begging you. I'm carrying a child. So was your conscience, I muttered. And you still killed it. She sobbed harder. I'm sorry. Please believe me. Please help me. I have no one. I looked down at her trembling form. Once I would have broken for her. Once I would have done anything to protect her. But that version of me died the day she smirked across the dining table. I don't owe you anything, I said quietly. My success is mine now. Not yours. Not his. Mine. Ethan. I'm done, I said, turning away. Leave. She cried uncontrollably, but I didn't look back. Emily opened the door. Ma'am, please step outside. Mia's sobs faded as the door closed. Victor appeared beside me. You did the right thing. I nodded slowly. For the first time I felt it. Closure. Cold, heavy, and final. The first night in my new mansion felt unreal. The halls were quiet, the space wide, the air clean. Nothing like the cramped room I once cried in. I walked toward the balcony when my phone buzzed. Mark, the head security guard, sounded uneasy. Sir, someone's outside the main gate. At this hour? I asked. Who is it? He hesitated. It's your ex-wife. My chest tightened. Mia? Yes, sir. She's standing in the rain. She won't move. I exhaled slowly. I'm coming. I grabbed an umbrella and stepped outside. Rain hammered the driveway, loud and relentless. Mark guided me toward the gate with a worried look. She's been here for 20 minutes. I'll handle it, I said. As I approached, I saw her, soaked, trembling, holding her stomach with both hands. She looked small, broken. Nothing like the woman who once laughed as she pushed divorce papers across the table. She lifted her head weakly. Ethan. I stopped a few feet away. Why are you here? Her voice cracked. I didn't know where else to go. That's not my concern. She stepped forward, shivering. Please listen. I'm begging you. I kept my tone hard. Say what you came to say. She swallowed. Liam is in jail. Jason disappeared. I have no family. No money. No home. Tears mixed with rain. I have nothing left. That's unfortunate, I said flatly. She flinched but continued. I know I hurt you. I know I ruined everything. I was blind. Stupid. I let them manipulate me. You let them? I repeated sharply. You didn't just let them. You joined them. She shook her head desperately. I didn't understand what I was doing. I stepped closer. You understood enough to mock me, to lie to me, to tear down everything I built. I'm sorry, she cried. Please believe me. I'm so sorry. No, I said coldly. You're sorry because Jason left you, because your life fell apart, not because of what you did to me. She covered her face. I swear I regret every word I said, every choice. I ruined my own life. I didn't respond. She grabbed the bars of the gate and pressed her forehead against them. Ethan, please. I don't need money. I don't need anything. I just want shelter tonight. Just one night. Please. Mark stepped closer. Sir, should I? No, I said quietly. Mia lifted her head. Ethan, please let me in. Please. I'm pregnant. I'm scared. I have no one. The rain poured harder, soaking her hair, her clothes, everything. She looked miserable, almost fragile. For a moment, a part of me cracked. I remembered the woman I once held, the promises she made, the dreams we shared. But then I remembered her laughter during our divorce. Her smirk. Her voice saying the baby might not be mine. Her plan to take my company. Her betrayal. My heart tightened again, cold and heavy. You chose your path, Mia? She shook her head violently. No, please don't say that. Don't walk away. Please don't leave me out here. I warned you, I said quietly. I begged you to stop. You didn't listen. I thought Jason cared, she cried. He didn't, I said. And I don't either. Not anymore. Ethan. I'm done saving you. Her knees buckled as she clung to the gate. Please. I turned away. Mark hesitated. Sir? Close the gate. The heavy metal doors began to slide shut. Mia reached through the gap, sobbing. Ethan, please, don't leave me. I didn't look back. The gate clanged closed. Her cries echoed behind it, and I walked into my mansion alone. 4 days after the night at my gate, Mia kept trying to reach me. My phone buzzed with unknown numbers. My email filled with unread messages. Even Mark reported that she returned twice, begging to speak with me. I ignored everything. One evening, Daniel walked into my office. You look restless. I'm fine, I said. He tilted his head. You're lying. What's going on in that mind of yours? I sighed. She keeps trying to contact me. Mia? Who else? He sat across from me. And what do you feel? Nothing, I said quietly. Or maybe too many things at once. I don't know. Daniel leaned forward. You don't need to question it. You owe her nothing. I know that. Then why do you look like you're carrying weight again? I rubbed my temples. Because I didn't expect her to fall this low. He raised a brow. You didn't push her. She chose her own fall. I just thought, I stopped myself. What? That she'd never regret it? That she'd never face the consequences? Daniel let out a small laugh. Everyone pays eventually, Ethan. You don't need to collect the debt yourself. Before I could respond, Victor entered. Talking about debts, are we? Daniel grinned. Ethan's having a philosophical moment. Victor crossed his arms. You gave her enough chances. Now you give yourself peace. I nodded slowly. I'm trying. Victor stepped closer. You don't need revenge anymore. Life already delivered it. The real victory is what you've built now. I know, I whispered. I do. Later that night, I walked out to the mansion's garden. The air was cool. Lights glowed softly along the path. The quiet felt like a blanket around me. For weeks, I had been running, forward, upward, anywhere away from the past. But now, I stopped. I stared at the sky. I survived, I whispered to myself. I survived everything. The leaves rustled as if answering. And I grew stronger, I murmured. Stronger than I ever thought I could. A voice behind me broke the silence. You're talking to the sky again? I turned. Daniel stood by the door, smirking. You always do that when you're trying to heal. I'm just thinking, I said. Good, he replied. Thinking means you're moving forward. He stepped next to me. You know, letting go is not weakness. I didn't say it was. But you're still holding on to something, he said. Not her, but the pain. I let out a slow breath. Maybe I am. You don't have to, he said softly. You're not the man she broke. You're the man who rebuilt. I looked at him. Thanks, Daniel. He smiled. Anytime. After he left, I stayed in the garden alone. I ran my hand along the railing, feeling its cold steel. This mansion, this life, this peace, I earned every piece of it. My phone buzzed in my pocket. Mia again. I stared at her name slowly flashing, then pressed block. No anger. No hesitation. Just closure. I whispered to the night, I'm done looking back. The wind carried the words away. Inside my chest, something finally loosened. The anger. The heartbreak. The betrayal. They faded like distant noise. I won, I said softly. Not over her. Over myself. I turned toward the house, the future waiting quietly inside it. A new life. A clean beginning. A place where I choose who deserves my trust, my time, my heart. For the first time in a long, long while, I felt free. And this time the peace was mine alone.